Well, hold on to your butts, kids. About to talk about 2016. My initial thought going into this was thinking that 2016 was a train wreck. The entire year was just a lot of negative things that happened. A lot of deaths, a lot of not nice words said to people, from people, about people, a lot of just negativity, a lot of hate, a lot of nasty people infiltrating the world. And I thought that if I'm going to make a video about 2016 and going into 2017, then I'm going to talk about good things only, because I feel like we've dwelled enough on the negative, and I think we should focus on the positive. I made a list of good things that happened in 2016, stuff personally that happened to me, and stuff that I literally Googled good things that happened in 2016, and these things popped up. And one of them, or like two of them, I didn't even know happened this year because of how bombarded our media was with such negative things that we didn't really hear much of the positive. So it's good to keep in check about the good in the world, and helps make your day a little bit brighter when it seems like it's super dark and gloomy. Okay, so one of the first things that happened in 2016 was that Ori and I got engaged. Yeah, he proposed on, what day was it? October 16th, 2016. It was the day before our 1-year anniversary, and he brought us to the place where we first met. He invited all my friends, all my family, just to witness this momentous occasion, and that's definitely something that was good. Very, very good. We also moved in together this year, back in, I want to say, March or April, I started moving in. And we had only been dating for a couple of months, but we've been friends for so long that it just kind of felt natural to live together, because, you know, before we were dating, I was always over here, and when we started dating, I was still always over here. Nothing changed. So we decided to just move in together, and that's that. And that was it's a really good thing, because we had more time to spend together and get to know each other, not just a friendship level, we already had that, but on a relationship level, and living with a person and learning more about them. I learned so much about him this year, and things are still good. I still like him. We went on 2 road trips. Well, I went on 2 road trips. Ori came with me. We went up to North Carolina with our old roommate Carlos and our friend Brian. We drove up there, we went through the mountains, and it was really cold. It was the beginning of January, I want to say it was. And I was able to travel, which is something I always love to do. And we were lucky enough to go on a second road trip in the same year, because we were planning on only doing 1 trip a year because of financing issues. But we were able to do a second road trip up to Chicago, Illinois, to go visit Ori's mom, and then we drove home from Chicago, Illinois down to Florida. That was an experience that I will never forget, because it was the first time we went west of the Mississippi. It's the first time we've ever been to Niagara Falls. It's my first time being in a lot of places with him. Another good thing that happened this year was that Pokemon Go came out, and I think that is one of the coolest things to happen, because I grew up playing with the Pokemon cards, playing the games on the Game Boy, watching the show. I was very much involved with Pokemon, and then now as an adult I get to actually play Pokemon. That is insane. I think that was one of the coolest things that happened this year. I learned how to play ukulele this year. I got a ukulele for my 24th birthday. Ori bought it for me, and I just picked it up and played as often as I could, and now I'm an okay player. I think it's fun. I think it's one of my better hobbies. I love doing it. It makes me happy. Like, whenever I'm having a bad day, I just pick up my ukulele and play a song. You can't be mad playing a ukulele. It's almost impossible. Another thing that happened this year that was insane was that I met a sloth, and his name was George. It was my Valentine's Day surprise gift from Ori, with meeting one and being able to feed one and take a selfie or a slothy with one, and that was so much fun, and it was one of the best gifts I could have ever received. Super simple, but super thoughtful. And the last really good thing that happened in 2016 was that Ori started his new career, which in turn starts our new adventure together. You know, we've been talking about, you know, him becoming a truck driver for so long that it actually started happening, and this is going to kickstart one of the greatest adventures in our lives. It's a good thing. It's a scary thing, but it's a good thing too. I think it's going to pave a great road. Oh my gosh, that's a trucker pun. It's going to pave a really good road for our future, and I'm thrilled to start. So I also looked up things that happened in the world that are also other good things, because too much negative, let's look at the good things. Found out that the giant panda is no longer endangered. That's a good thing. The Cubs won the World Series for the first time since 1908. And I know that, I don't watch sports, but I know that that was a very, very big win for baseball. So I thought that was a good thing to note. Good job, Cubs. Another thing that was super good, super good, is kind of recent too. The construction of the Dakota Access oil pipeline has been suspended. I've been watching all over social media, all over news networks, everywhere, about these peaceful protests at DAPL, and that the construction was suspended. That's insane. That is such a good thing. All of the hate, all of the negativity surrounding it, brutality, everything, what they went through was worth it. It paid off, and I think that is super awesome. That is really cool. Also found out, I didn't know this, but the ozone is repairing itself apparently. What? That big giant gaping hole in the ozone, apparently it's healing itself because we're trying to take better care of our planet, and I think that is super cool too. The national parks of the United States celebrated its 100th birthday, and that I knew because we went to the Smoky Mountains, and there are all these things about it being its 100th birthday, and me and my love for national parks, it's a good thing. The World Health Organization says measles has been eradicated from the Americas, so North America and South America. That's cool too. The ALS gene has been found. What? That's insane. All those ice bucket challenges, they raised so much money towards research for ALS that the ALS gene has been found and that they're starting to figure out a cure for ALS. My mind is blown. Insane. The last thing that I didn't look online for, but something I thought of that didn't just pertain to me, but it was kind of a well-known occurrence that happened and that ended up being a good thing, was I wrote down after Pulse rally cry. Now I live in Orlando, Florida. I literally live blocks from Pulse. I had friends that I didn't know if they were alive or dead. It was a devastating time. It was very scary. But the greatest things came from that. I've never seen, I'm tearing up. Our city got so strong and love just poured out of this city. You know, it's amazing to see how large of a community that Orlando is. Like, this is not a small city, it's a big city, but to see how close everyone could become, it moves me. Like, I can't talk about it because of how strong it felt. Like, you could feel the love, you could feel the support from all across the nation, all across the world, and you just to sit there and think, wow, yeah, that's my city. This is my city. And it's a good thing to feel because you have that sense of home. You have that sense of pride where you live and who you are, and you know, you never should feel ashamed for who you are because you have this community backing you up. The good thing that came out of this was that we grew stronger and we're not afraid to be who we are. Just seeing that, seeing the love, seeing all of the just coming together, it blew me away. Well, since it's New Year's Eve, I normally would make a resolution list of things that I want to accomplish within the new year. But this year, I sat down and I thought, I don't want to make a resolution list. I just want to make a make it happen list. These are things that I want to make happen for myself. Things that I want to spread in this world. I want to, I want to spread happiness. I want to spread, kindness and compassion and all of these things. But instead of a resolution list just for me, I want to make a list of things that I can do. Not editing it out. Just a list of things that I want to see and I want to do, because actions very much do speak louder than words. So I put these down as 2017 expectations. I want to fight to see the good in everything, because if this past year has taught me anything, it's that I want to see the good in everything. I don't want to dwell on the negative anymore. There's so much negativity and just awful, awful things that happened. I have to hold on to the good things to make it. This year was very tough, but if I've learned anything, this is going to make us stronger. Not just me, everyone. This is going to make everyone stronger. I think I said this in my vlog that I'm posting tomorrow, that it's okay to acknowledge sad times. It's okay to acknowledge awful things. Those feelings, they're there, they're real, you'll acknowledge them, but I don't want to dwell on that. I want to have my moment, feel the feelings, but then move on. There's a difference between moving on from heartbreaking things than coming to peace with it, I feel, and dwelling isn't going to help. It'll never help. Appreciate every single day and the little things. All of the deaths, all of the awful, awful things that have happened makes me want to appreciate every single day. I don't want to take a day for granted anymore. This year was very eye-opening in the fact that we're not guaranteed anything in this life, so why not just take it for what it's worth and enjoy every single moment of it? Every little thing, every small thing deserves to be acknowledged and recognized and appreciated wholeheartedly. And I just want to keep looking forward. I just keep pushing forward. Things may knock you down, but you know what? Let's just get back up. Let's just try again. This 2017 thing, this is just, let's try this again. Let's go into this year with a good mindset, knowing that it probably can't get much worse than this. So let's just have fun. But personally, next year, I'm getting married next year. Ori and I are getting married, so that's something to look forward to. I really hope to see all 48 states plus Canada next year. Being on the truck with Ori, obviously, you can't truck to Hawaii, and we don't normally drive to Alaska. Ori's already hit, 41 of the 48, and he was gone for 5 weeks. So I think it's very much attainable that I'm going to at least hit 48 of the 50. It's just a time to reflect. It's a time to come to terms with what this year had. And a lot of awful things happened. I can't stress that enough. I don't know. I'm hopeful for 2017. I think it's the fresh start that the world needs, and I feel like things can only get better from here. And hey, in a year from now, if I'm wrong, oh well, at least I'm happy. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a very safe and happy new year, and I will see you in 2017.